Hello carnivore creators, my name is David. Today we're going to be talking about 10 video ideas for you to launch your YouTube channel and have explosive growth. For video number one, when you're starting a channel off at the beginning, a lot of people have a tendency to make this announcement video. I want to just tell everybody, hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel. Heck, I did it myself. But I want to encourage you to do something a little bit different and just go straight into the content. And I think that this first video could be, I'm starting a carnivore diet, and this is why. Making this video add a little bit more substance to the video and a lot more value to it. And in this video, if you want to share some information about, hey, I'm just starting this YouTube channel and stuff like that, I think that's a great opportunity, but I just don't think you need a whole dedicated video to announcing that you're starting a channel. I did it and didn't really do much. So I take my advice. Let's just get straight to the value to your audience. Video idea number two. I found a lot of success with this. I think when I was starting out looking at carnivore diet videos, it was probably the most popular video I was looking for because I really wanted to see what should I expect based off of how much time I spend doing the carnivore diet. So video number two idea is timeline progress. Now you can make multiple videos out of this. This isn't like a one and done video like the last one. This one is first week. First day. You could even have shorter periods. You could talk about 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 30 days, 1 month, whatever. 90 days, 6 months, 4 months, 1 year. I mean, we can keep going on, but any timeline that you think is monumental, we can make a whole video just about the progress or the experience you've had up to that point. I've made some videos like this on this channel, and those are some of the ones with the most views and the most engagement. So I want to encourage you, do not miss doing this video. This is probably the bread and butter of the carnivore YouTube space. All right, number three. A topic I often search for is how to eat at different restaurants. I know for me, I would be going to a different restaurant for a family get-together, and I'm thinking, what in the world am I going to eat? I mean, obviously every place you go to has some sort of meat, but they don't serve meat in big enough portions, and they don't serve it in the way that you want it served. So I've always enjoyed looking up, what to eat at McDonald's or what to eat at Chili's or whatever restaurant I'm going to, so that I can be prepared for when I'm going out. And I think if you find something or you're experiencing something, you should share that in a video, and people are gonna find that very valuable, and they'll be looking forward to each restaurant that you go to in the future. So share restaurant experiences and what you ate at that restaurant. Up next, I think, is a kind of almost vloggy, but it's a little bit more behind the scenes look at things. It's the grocery haul or the grocery shopping experience. Show people what you're buying at the grocery store. People that are just getting started in carnivore, they'll be interested to know what you're buying and what you're shopping for, maybe even prices of things and what it costs for you to buy a week's worth of groceries and things like that. Those are things that I've looked up myself, and I know that other people are looking that up, and prices are always changing. So to be relevant, you're going to want to do it in different times, like this year, next year, and so on and so forth, with the prices of things changing all the time. So definitely look at doing this video occasionally. Now we're on to video number 5. Now, I know the carnivore diet is pretty simple, but sometimes we do like to get a little creative. I know, like during my first 90 days, I was very plain with everything I made. But after my 90 days, I started exploring a little bit, making some interesting things. Like I made nachos with pork rinds. That was kind of fun. So this next video idea, I think you could share some recipes, or maybe even just how to make something. It doesn't have to necessarily be like a complex recipe of how to make, carnivore mayonnaise or something like that. You could just share your way of making steak or cooking your steaks. What's your favorite way to cook? What's your favorite kitchen dishes and utensils and things like that? Sharing all of that stuff, how you do stuff in the kitchen, I think is super valuable. Everybody wants to get better at making the food that they eat over and over again. So there's lots of angles you could go about sharing kitchen content around the carnivore diet. All right, video idea number 6. This, I think, if you're anything like me, you'll be able to come up with lots of content here because you've been on lots of different diets. Yeah, this video is carnivore diet versus blank diet. So you can make this video for every other diet you've ever been on, and you could be comparing the carnivore diet to that other diet, whether it's how enjoyable the food is versus the other, how much, what your results were versus the other, all kinds of different things that you could kind of cover in each one of these videos. But for every other diet you've ever been on, and if you're like me, it's a lot of them, you can make a video for every single one of those. So I want to encourage you to do that because there's going to be people looking for that exact video. Now up next, I think is probably an obvious video. It's benefits of carnivore diet idea. So I think this could probably be a bit more fine-tuned and a bit more focused onto saying what are the specific benefits you're experiencing on the carnivore diet. It's nice to talk about what other people have benefited from or what you've heard the benefits are of being on the carnivore diet, but I want to encourage you to speak from your specific experiences. Now, these videos are a little bit like the timeline updates that I mentioned earlier in this video, where we're sharing, instead of sharing specifically how you feel or how things are going at a specific day or timeline point, this would instead be, hey, here's this benefit, and be more focused on, let's say you're experiencing symptoms of arthritis, and this title would be how a carnivore diet helped my arthritis or impacted my arthritis. So you can focus it more around the benefit rather than around the timeline, and it could be a completely separate video. These will probably get lots of views, and you can make plenty of these, especially if you have lots of ailments that carnivore diet has benefited. All right, number 8. Carnivore diet, we talk a lot about what you're going to eat, but we should also talk about what to drink. I know I saw a video when I first started the carnivore diet. I was really interested in what I should drink. And I can't remember who it was, but they had a full table of sports drinks and different types of water and sodas and all kinds of stuff. And they just went through everything of talking about, yes, this is okay. Yes, this is not, no, this is not okay. And yes, this is questionable and things of that nature. I think that videos like that could be pretty useful to people, especially when they're new to the carnivore diet. I think probably one of the most searched topics when it comes to drinks for the carnivore diet is probably related to coffee. Everybody has their own take on whether or not they'll continue to drink coffee on the carnivore diet. And if you're wondering about me, I drink coffee. I really love cold brew, and I put a little half and half in the coffee. Sometimes I drink it black, but I also just drink regular hot coffee with some half and half in it. But I do prefer my cold brew at times. I do live in Florida, so it's hot. But share your experiences and your preferences. And no, I don't think coffee is perfect carnivore, but I give myself some leeway. Next up is, I think, another kind of vlogish kind of style possibility here, and that is what you eat in a day. If you can take the viewer through a whole day of seeing everything that you eat, I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, you can explain it. I'm sitting here explaining everything in these videos, but I think showing a little bit of what you eat throughout your day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, if you only eat once a day, just what you're eating, maybe show a whole week of all the different, because, you know, if you're only eating once a day or you're eating the same things over and over again, maybe just one day is fine, but maybe if you eat something different on Mondays than you do on Tuesdays and so on and so forth, it might be fun to kind of show a whole week's worth of what you eat. People are really interested in that because they're wanting to know if there's anything else they can be including in their day. So I think people find that pretty interesting. I think if I was focusing all my content around helping other people on the carnivore diet, then I would probably definitely make this video. All right, it's time for my last video idea, number 10. But before I get started on sharing number 10, I want to ask you to subscribe if you're finding this content valuable. So here's your chance to subscribe. Now we're going to get started with number 10. Number 10 I actually think is probably my favorite one. I think this is probably going to have a bit more, it's different than what other people are putting out right now. But I think sharing a video about the challenges that you face on the carnivore diet would probably do well, especially with people that are interested in the carnivore diet. I would probably not try to make this video like that clickbaity thing, like where you say, oh, the carnivore diet's the worst, and here's why. And then in the video, you start saying how great the carnivore diet is. It kind of goes backwards. But there are actually challenges in the carnivore diet. I mean, we just shared a whole bunch of ideas about videos, like going out to eat, and it is challenging to go out to eat, and finding something to drink. You know, you can't use all the creamers that everybody else is using in their coffee, or, you know, just whatever. So share any of the challenges that you face and be real with people, and sharing that it's not just 100% great all the time. You're making a sacrifice for your health. And if you can share a video like that, I think you can get a lot of traction with your channel. And just one last thing, I just want to encourage you to get out there and share the word, share with other people about the carnivore diet. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video, and I look forward to seeing you soon, or something. Bye.